Hello, this is Virendra. Dear friends, I am available here with you with a knowledge of the most celebrated principle of duty and understanding, what we should do and what we should not, and what is good and what is bad, narrated by one of the most successful, a man of destiny, Chanakya. He recited maxims of the science of political ethics, selected from various shastras, and they become the guidelines for all of us. Let's go. By means of hearing, one understands dharma, that is the religion. Malignity vanishes, knowledge is acquired, and liberation from material bondage is gained. Among birds, the crow is vile, among beasts, the dog, the ascetic whose sins is abominable, but he who blasphemes others is the worst dog-eater, Chandala. Brass is polished by ashes. Copper is cleaned by tamarind. A woman by her menses, and a river by its flow. The king, the Brahmins, and the ascetic yogi who go abroad are respected, but the women who wanders is utterly ruined. He who has wealth has friends. He who is wealthy has relatives. The rich one alone is called a man, and the affluent alone are respected as pandits. As is the desire of providence, so functions one's intellect. One's activities are also controlled by providence, and by the will of providence, one is surrounded by helpers. Time perfects all living beings as well as kills them. It is alone is awake, and all others are asleep. Time is insurmountable. Those born blind cannot see. Similarly, blind are those in the grip of lust. Proud men have no perception of evil, and those bent on acquiring riches see no sin in their actions. His spirit soul goes through his own course of karma, and he himself suffers the good and the bad results thereby accrued. By his own actions, he entangles himself in this world, and by his own efforts, he extricates himself. The king is obliged to accept the sins of his subjects. The Purohit, that is the priest, suffers for those of the king. The husband suffers for those of his wife, and the guru suffers for those of his pupils. A father who is chronic debtor, an adulterous mother, a beautiful wife, and an unlearned son are enemies in one's own home. Conciliate a covetous man by means of a gift. Obstinate man with folded hands. A fool by humoring him, and a learned man by truthful words. It is better to be without kingdom than to rule over a petty one. Better to be without a friend than to befriend a rascal. Better to be without a discipline. Better to be without a disciple than to have a stupid one. And better to be without a wife than to have a bad one. How can people be made happy in a petty kingdom? What peace can be expected from a rascal friend? What happiness can we have at home in the company of a bad wife? How can renown be gained by instructing an unworthy disciple? Dear friends, these noble thoughts, these ethics, and the common sense, if practiced well in life, will really enlighten us and make our life full of happiness, which is the essence of life. As we remember, man's glory is in common sense, dictating us the grace that man is made to live and love the beauteous heaven's embrace. Thank you very much.